Metal door slide open now. Steam rises from the vendor cart. The asphalt holds pink light. Today, puddles catch the blue street light signs. Nobody knows my name here yet. Who are you? Heavy boots hit the wet ground. My palms feel damp and cold. Every mannequin stares back at me. The urban night feels way too quiet. I walk past the plastic faces. Who are you? This cafe corner feels so cozy. Warm mugs keep my hands steady. The intimate room hides my face. I watch the street through glass. The city move is just beginning. Gangnam stays awake at midnight now. Oil swirls in the dark water. Food stands sell to the wind. The station clock ticks very slow. Everything feels sharp and brand new. Who are you? Running makes my lungs feel tight. The train tracks hum behind me. Strange corners stretch across the wall. Blue signs flash on every window. One bag hangs off my shoulder. Who are you? Soft chairs make me feel comfortable. We sit close in the back. The quiet music fills the space. Terrified and alive right now. Tonight, no one can find me here. Cafe lights look tired now. This intimate table belongs to us. Warm milk covers the bitter taste. Keeping my secrets in this booth. Cozy walls block the entire world. Concrete jungle keeps its secrets well. Electric pulses travel through the air. Rain washes the dirty street clean. Steel towers reach for the clouds. The crowd moves like a ghost. Who are you? The streetlight signs start to flicker. I feel so quiet and still. Pink light stays on my shoes. Leather bags rest against the wood. Rain boots sit by the door. You watch from the kitchen chair. The hallway light stays dim low. Key chains rattle in my coat pocket. Please say something. Your eyes trace the floor tiles. Heavy silence fills the entryway air. One step leads to the porch. Night settles on the front lawn. Wind pushes through the screen door. Please say something. The highway calls my name tonight. Tall peaks block the city lights. Rising clouds cover the moon's face. My drive starts in the dark. White lines become a single ribbon. Miles an hour feels slow. The dashboard glows, street light, green glass. Empty lanes stretch for miles ahead. Volume knob turns to the right. Rearview mirror shakes with every beat. Please say something. A midnight ride clears my head. Cold air hits my warm face. Engine hums a majestic steady tone. Grand slopes watch the road curve. Tires grip the asphalt tight now. Please say something. I feel strong behind the wheel. Majestic corners move past past the glass. The engine roar sounds like freedom. Midnight air tastes like mountain pine. High roads lead away from home. The peak stands tall and gray. Rising sun hits the silver hood. One long road leads to peace. The majestic view opens up wide. I leave the valley floor behind. The steep climb pushes the needle. Grand scenery hides in the dark. Pressure builds in my ringing ears. My hands hold the wheel tight. Weight pulls at the heavy metal. Please say something. Coffee cup sits in the holder. The engine ticks and the cold stars look different from up here. The dashboard clock turns 2 a.m. White lines blur on the empty coast road. My foot stays heavy on the gas pedal. The engine hums a low steady tune. Headlights cut through the thick salt air. Sandy floor, small grain stick to my bare skin. The radio knob turns all the way right. Loud static fills the empty passenger seat. I drive toward the wide black window. No map is spread across the dash. Sandy floor mats. A vast ocean waits in the dark. The deep water pulls at the shore. Window down, no map behind the steering wheel. Summer heat still clings to the leather. My mind stops spinning for a minute. Sunburn stings on my tired shoulders. A foam cooler leaks on the floor. The party ended 3 hours ago. We jumped in the pool fully clothed. The wet denim heavy on the concrete steps. Sandy floor mats, they shake in the rearview mirror. The signal drops out near the cliff. One cheap beer sits in the holder. I watch the flowing tide come. This road leads to the endless blue. Sandy floor mats. The beach is just a dark corner. I breathe in the salt and exhaust. My thoughts sink into the waves. Everything feels far away and small. The night stretches out like the water. The shoreline looks white in the light. Every worry goes under the surf. I find a place to finally stop. The engine cools in the morning breeze. Peace comes with the rising sun. And the sky turns a dusty gray shade. Cool air rushes through the open glass. My grip loosens on the black plastic. The world starts to wake up slow. I keep the speakers loud and clear. Sandy floor mats. Gold light hits the wet sand. The tide washes over the rocks. Yet radio goes quiet at last. White lines turn to silk. The engine hums a low song. Cold wind bites at my shoulder. Trees become corners in the mirror. This midnight ride feels like breathing. Rearview mirror shakes, the bass hits the glass hard. My palms sweat on the wheel. Everything goes quiet for a second. We are doing 90 toward nothing. The highway opens like a dream. Rearview mirror shakes, the dash light glows a pale green. Your seat stays empty and cold. One bright hand reaches for air. The early sky starts to gray. I drive until the world breaks. Small pebbles kick against the door. Gasoline smells like a fresh start. The radio static turns to music speed, makes the streetlights look thin. I watch the needle climb higher. Rearview mirror shakes, my throat feels dry and tight. The black asphalt turns to blue. Every mile moves us further away. Light begins rising over the hill. The engine roar fills my head. Rearview mirror shakes, the road hums under my feet. Coffee sits cold in the holder. The starting sun touches the hood. Quiet hills watch me pass. Nobody else sees this breaking dawn. The gold window burns the dark. I leave the highway behind now. One quiet breath fills the cabin. The bright day begins to wake. Everything looks different in the light. The tires scream on the turn. Orange light hits the chrome trim. My heart beats against my ribs. The long ribbon of light snaps. Morning is waiting at the exit. Rearview mirror shakes. Cool air smells like new grass. My hands settle on the wheel. The engine clicks as it cools. A blue light fills the patio. My thumb hovers over your name. Sunburn stings across my red shoulders. The foam cooler sits by my feet. Ice melts into the cheap beer. Wait for me. The journey ends at this poolside. You sent that first text in June. Now the party noise gets too loud. I explore every reason to call. One button could change the night. Wait for me. Sand stays on the white sheets. We jump in with our clothes. The world looks different underwater. Chlorine burns my tired eyes. I almost sent that message now. 3 a.m. brings a heavy silence. The neighbors turn their lights out. Your old towel hangs on the chair. I wander back to the sliding door. Cigarette smoke hangs in the heat. Wait for me. Travel plans gather dust in drawers. We found that beach on a map. The bass shakes the sliding glass. I discover new ways to miss you. My screen goes dark in my hand. Wait for me. Wet denim weighs me down deep. Silver bubbles rise to the top. The summer ends in this splash. You would love this cold water. I lock the phone and die. Dripping steps lead to the porch, I pick up the cold phone again. The speaker finally stops the noise. This long journey brings me back. I click send before I think. The water feels like a ghost. My heart beats against the tile. Stars look blurry from the bottom. The music turns into a hum. I pull myself onto the edge. Whoa. Wait for me. Wet hair drips on the floor. The morning sky turns pale gray. Summer air moves the thin curtain. The station clock ticks toward 12. Plastic benches feel cold under us. Your breath makes a cloud in the air. A distant whistle cuts the heavy silence. Moving corners stretch across the empty track. Will you stay? My hand reaches for your open palm. The midnight ride starts in my head. Steam rises from the iron grates nearby. The platform feels like it might tilt. I watch the white lines on the floor. Will you stay? The engine hums a low steady note. Waiting feels like holding a live wire. One touch could change the whole world. The heavy doors slide open with a hiss. Arriving trains never sounded this loud before. Red light blinks on the signal. Steel rails point toward a dark window. You look down at my reaching fingers. The ticket booth has gone dark now. Passing time feels like a physical weight. Will you stay? The highway home is just a mile away. Drive me into the quietest part of town. Volume maxed until the glass starts to vibrate. Leaves swirl around our muddy winter boots. The rearview mirror shows the tracks behind us. Will you stay? My thumb brushes against your cold skin, leaving sounds like a mistake we haven't made. The air smells like rain and old metal. Don't pull away while the world is still. Your eyes reflect the streetlight exit sign. The bass pulls us into the floorboards. We could be gone before the sun rises. Your grip tightens instead of letting go. The world stops spinning at the platform edge. Arriving late is better than not at all. The floor begins to shake with weight. One long ribbon of light fills the hall. I stop breathing just to hear your heart. My fingers finally close around your wrist. Everything blurs into a single moving frame. Will you stay? The station goes quiet as we walk. The white lines blur on the midnight road. We find the highway signs glow in the oil puddles. The urban night smells like burnt sugar. Steam rises from the tugboat cart. Nobody stops for the lonely vendor. My keys heavy in my denim jacket. Where will I go? Streetlight light paints the wet asphalt. The moving truck waits around the corner. My hands shake on the cold metal. Steps get faster with every block. Gangnam mannequins watching me walk. Where will I go? Packing tape clicks in the hall. Empty boxes wait for a change. A new start begins on the street. Leaving the lock on the counter. One last look at the door. Blue lights flash on the glass wall. The midnight air feels like static. Crowds move but they don't see me. Plastic faces stare from the windows. One bag is all I have now. Where will I go? A specific smell reminds me of home. The subway vent blows hot wind, so pavement reflects the city sky. I don't turn back for anyone. My corner grows thin on the road. Where will I go? Tucking the hair behind my ear, tape covers the name on the box. The change hits the wallet hard. A new address in my phone. Leaving the old life behind. The mirrors show a different girl moving through the empty intersections. No more boxes left to carry. A new wind hits the window, leaving a note for the past. The engine starts in the dark. Tires splash through the blue water. One breath fills the quiet space. The city map feels like a lie. My pulse steady at the green light. Where will I go? And radio stays on low. The city gets smaller now. Yeah, road goes on forever. Blue light and the bed style up. Your name stays frozen on the glass. The speaker shakes the floor under my heels. Sand falls out of my folded jeans. Warm beer sits flat in the foam cooler. Pick it up, the party noise filters through the door. My thumb shakes over the green icon. Summer air feels heavy in this room. Everything stops when the ringer cuts out. The pool looks dark from the balcony edge. Pick it up, we could be back at the shore. The bass hits the empty water night. Say you wanna meet me halfway. Sunburn stings when I move my arms. Let the rhythm carry us home. Cheap salt hangs on the window pane. One more ring and the screen goes dark. You always like the house music loud. The smell of charcoal drifts from outside. Cotton sheets feel rough against my skin. Pick it up, my heart beats with the kick drum. The phone vibrates against my palm now. White waves crash in the back of my mind. This quiet room is starting to shrink. 3 years wait for a single hello. Pick it up, let's walk walk on the beach again. The reunion starts with a simple word. The neighbors are shouting across the lawn. I wanna hear your voice return. The floorboards hum with the low end. We are finally together in this heat. Wet clothes heavy on the tile floor. Forget every day that you work on. The speakers bloom with a new sound. I see your face in the bright light. The phone stays on the table. My breath catches on the third ring. I run toward the sliding glass door. The water surface reflects the moon now. One big splash cleans the slate tonight. Pick it up. Pick it up. Ooh, 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 ooh. When the sun rises, the beat slows down to a crawl. Summer never really had to end. The dashboard clock turns 2 a.m. White lines blur on the interstate. Cold wind bites through the window. My eyes stay on the road. The gaslight flickers, street light red. Sandy floor mats, small grains stick to my skin. I reach for the volume dial. The speakers rattle in the doors. Static turns into a slow song. Noise fills up the empty seats. Sandy floor mats, we were young and so small. The beach smelled like salt water. You had sunburned shoulders that night. Cheap beer sat in foam coolers. It was the sweet beginning then. Someone pushed us in the pool. Our clothes got heavy and wet. The party moved to the lawn. We laughed until the sun rose. Summer felt like it lasted forever. Sandy floor mats, the radio plays a slow jam. I remember every single word tonight. Music drowns out the quiet thoughts. My grief stays tight on leather. The world feels very small now. Sandy floor mats, we ran barefoot on the street. Your first smile was so bright. Fireflies hover near the dark water. Everything felt brand new back then. The bass kept the floor shaking. The morning came way too soon. We dried off by the fire. Those summer days never really end. The sweet memories stay right here. I still have that old feeling. The city lights appear ahead. I don't wanna go home, but the melody gets much louder now. The road keeps going into black. I finally find my favorite station. Sandy floor mats. The car keeps moving south. Street lights pass one by one. Everything is quiet on this highway. Subway stop between my toes. The speaker stack shakes the tile floor. Cheap beer warm inside a foam cooler. One text draft sits on the screen. Summer air makes my skin feel tight. Wait for me. The party crowd moves toward the edge. Blue light spills from the deep end. My finger stays off the send button. 3,000 miles fell short of last year. Everyone else took a wild leap already. Wait for me. Water splashes against my jeans. The distance grows with every drink. Sunburn stings under this thin shirt. Your voice sounds far away tonight. We stay apart while the music plays. Clock hits 3 in the morning. The phone goes back in my pocket. Wet clothes heavy on my legs. A beach ball floats in the corner. Night air tastes like salt and lime. Wait for me. The patio bricks feel rough and hot. Ice cubes melt in a plastic cup. A loud splash echoes off the fence. One more mile is a mile too many. The screen light goes dark in my head. Wait for me. Small waves hit the metal ladder. The grass feels cold under my feet. My phone stays dry on the table. The distance makes the house feel quiet. We look at the same summer moon. I miss how the city looked then. The water closes over my head. Still music turns into a dull hum. 10 miles or 10,000 miles tonight. I will call you when I'm dry. The bass builds behind my ribs. A crowd gathers at the deep rail. Nobody looks at their phone anymore. The air smells like chlorine and heat. One big jump clears the heavy head. Wait for me. Ooh, 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 ooh. The sun will dry the day. My phone sits by the cooler. Wait until the party ends.
The train door opens with a hiss. Pink and blue signs reflect in the puddles. My heavy boots hit the wet asphalt. Hold my hand. Street light blurs the urban night. A food cart sends steam into the air. Nobody stops for a warm snack. Hold my hand. A magical rhythm starts to play. I walk past mannequins and Gangnam. This midnight air feels so bright. My old name stays on that train. Glass towers touch the dark sky. Strangers move like clockwork gears. The silence feels joyful and loud. Hold my hand. Nobody stops for a warm snack. Steam rises from the street vents. Every step makes me feel untamed. Hold my hand. The world feels new and alive here. Rhythm pulls me further. My heart beats against my coat. The urban night turns to gold. We fit this cozy moment together. The city lights glow deep red. I am the only real person here. Nobody stops for a warm snack. Everything feels warm and close now. Speedometer needle hits the 90 mark. White lines turn into a single beam of light. The rear view mirror vibrates against the glass. Don't pull away. One hand moves across the cold seat. My fingers reach for the heat of your skin. The dashboard clock counts every second twice. Don't pull away. The engine roar drowns out the heavy silence. I remain invisible in this passenger seat. This drive feels like a long, lonely dream. A cold wind brushes through the open window. Your eyes stay fixed on the empty highway. The bass pulse kicks through the floorboard. Don't pull away. Don't pull away. The dashboard clock counts every second twice. One-sided roads always lead to the same dead end. The midnight ride blurs the world outside. The street lights flicker and die behind us. My palm hovers just an inch above yours. The steering wheel turns as the road bends. Volume maxed out so I can hear my heart. Music swells until my ears begin to ring. I stay unnoticed while you watch the road. The dashboard clock counts every second twice. Everything feels alone in this metal box. Sunlight cuts through the heavy blinds. You look different in this morning air. One hand hangs off the edge of the mattress. Don't move yet. The floor feels miles away today. We could just stay frozen here. The city waits behind the door. Don't move yet. Everything changed while we were sleeping. We have to persist through the silence. Let the cold coffee wait on the nightstand. Last night we jumped in the pool clothes. The beach sand still coats my heels. A red sunburn stings my right shoulder. Don't move yet. The city waits behind the door. My phone shows 12 missed calls. Hands cold, breath short to break the spell. Don't move yet. Keep going till the room stops spinning. The ceiling fan spins a slow circle. We continue to hold our breath. The street noise starts to bleed through. The bass from the party still rings. I will endure this strange new way. We'll never quit when the summer gets loud. Oh, the city waits behind the door. We survive the heat and the speakers. Pink and blue signs blur in the puddles. Steam rises from a street food cart. One vendor stares at the empty sidewalk. Can you hear mannequins line the glass and Gangnam Street light hits my shaking hands. These heavy steps keep getting faster. Can you hear it? My own rhythm wakes the city. The urban night starts to move.
Every corner learns how to float. I find my way through the dark. Traffic lights change for no one.
The asphalt, the hose, the cold rain. Midnight feels like a private room. Can you hear it?
These heavy steps keep getting faster.
The smell of spice brings back Tuesday. Walking away feels like a win. Can you hear it? I leave the noise behind today. The street begins to shake. Pressure turns into a dance. One heart starts beating loud. Now the rhythm guides my feet. Watch the way my shoulders sway. The groove catches every fast step.
These heavy steps keep getting faster.
The whole world starts dancing now. The front door hits the frame. Keys jingle in my tight grip. A heavy silence fills the hall. One long white line. My cold fingers press the wheel. The engine hums a low song. Your porch light disappears behind me. One long white line. The speedometer needle hits the edge. This first drive feels like winning. Midnight air fills my open lungs. Young boots step on the gas. The mirror vibrates with the beat. Blue light washes over my face. One long white line. Your porch light disappears behind me. That small smile belongs to yesterday. The highway swallows every old word. Feels fast and clean. Remember the way I left. The midnight ride settles the score. The bass shakes the dark glass. The ribbon of light leads home. Sweet wind stings my tired eye. Your porch light disappears behind me. 90 miles make the world blur.
Phone light cuts the dark. Your name hits the kitchen tile. This quiet house feels too big. Leave it ring. Finger hovers over the green glass. The ice melts in my paper cup. Slow air moves the white curtain. Leave it ring. Sand stays between my toes tonight. The screen goes black once more. Peaceful sleep waits in the hall. Cheap beer sits in the foam. The pool water drips off my shirt. Summer heat hangs on the porch. Leave it ring. Slow air moves the white curtain. Sunburn stings across my red shoulders. Nostalgic ghosts stay outside the door. Leave it ring. I choose a simple way home. The battery hits 5%. A dog barks down the road. The sky turns a lighter gray. The party noise died hours ago. Bass shaking the speakers feels distant now. Familiar streets keep their eyes shut. Slow air moves the white curtain. Cold water fills my heavy lungs. Street light signs bleed into the asphalt. Pink and blue light fills every puddle. Steam rises from the empty food cart. I never stop waiting. You watch me from across the street. My silk coat catches the urban night. Mannequins stare through the air windows. I never stop waiting. Now I soar above this pavement. These silver wings look good on me. The sky feels open and wide tonight. Your eyes can't reach this high. Traffic lights blink for no one. My heels click on the west dome. The city looks small from up here. I never stop waiting. Mannequins stare through the air windows. White clouds drip past the penthouse roof. You look like a ghost in the crowd. I never stopped waiting. I finally like the view alone. The engine hums a low song. Weight loses its heavy grip today. Watch me leave the ground behind. Flying feels better than holding. The wind carries my name away. Everything looks different from the top. Mannequins stare through the air windows. My soul belongs to the high air. The dashboard clock says 2:15. Street lights blur into a yellow streak. The steering wheel feels cold and heavy. 2 cups, 1 chair. A generic song starts on the radio. The volume knob turns until it clicks. Static fills the empty passenger seat. 2 cups, 1 chair. Sand between your toes last July. The
backyard speakers. Sunburn stung on her tired shoulders. Cheap beer sits in a phone cooler. Water splash when we jumped. Our clothes stayed wet until the sunrise. 2 cups, 1 chair. Static fills the empty passenger seat. Remorse tastes like a lukewarm coffee. I should have parked the car hours ago. I'm sorry for how it ended. White lines keep passing my window. The gaslight turns a steady orange. My deep regret has no destination. We threw the party of the summer. That beach trip was my biggest mistake. Static fills the empty passenger seat. Everything changed on a Saturday night.
White lines turn into a single thread. Cold air hits my face at 90 miles. The rearview mirror shakes against the glass. Don't look away. My palms grip the leather wheel. A slow heat rises through my chest. The needle climbs toward the red zone. Don't look away. Your eyes were sudden lightning strike. I turn my head far too fast. Everything quiet feels too loud right now. The engine hums a soft low vibration. Concrete miles stretch out under the tires. I still see your face in the dark. Don't look away. The needle climbs toward the red zone. My foot presses harder on the floor. This midnight ride never seems to end. Don't look away. I keep seeing that glance in the dark. The volume dial can't go any higher. Static buzzes in the empty passenger seat. My heart races with every gentle curve. The bass kicks hard against my ribs. This highway is a long ribbon of light. An honest rhythm keeps the tempo steady. Oh, needle climbs toward the red zone. Windows down while the world blurs out.
Sunburn stings on my bare shoulders. One thumb hovers over your name. The blue pool water looks lively tonight. 3 a.m. pool jump. Music comes through the patio screen. A cold foam cooler sits by my feet. Hot wind blows, the garden gate open. 3 a.m. pool jump. Cheap heat tastes like a bad idea. Sand gets stuck between my toes. White cotton shirts sink to the bottom. Everyone looks so alive and free. You left a message 3 days ago. A bright light flashes from the grass. Wet footsteps lead to the diving board. 3 a.m. pool jump. Hot wind blows, the garden gate open. Speakers shake the heavy summer air. I put the phone back in my pocket. 3 hits my chest like a heart. Nobody wants to go home yet. Everything is moving in slow motion. The neighbor yells from his balcony. Chlorine burns, but I don't mind. We look like stars in the dark water. Hot wind blows the garden gate open. Salt hair and a loud party vibe.